Welcome to LeonCo and welcome to your weekly video. Welcome to LeonCo, welcome to your weekly video, and on this week's video we are continuing our topic for the month of December. We are very excited to share with you guys all of this information. If you visited our last video, if you saw it, we've discussed our 3 steps on how you can get started to investing. We discussed all those 3 steps that we share with you guys, and we also share with people that interact here with us in LeonCo, that we encourage everyone that is starting to invest that to try these 3 steps out because they're simple, they're accurate, and they can help you in your journey to investing. If you followed our last video, by the end of the video we shared that on this week's video we will be sharing a technique that we use, our 8-year plan for investing, and how do we use it in a whole with our 3 steps to try and develop a plan that will help you on to build your wealth and will help you in your investment journey. So let's jump right to it. Something very important that we need to discuss before we jump into the discussion of this 8-year plan is that when we say that we developed an 8-year plan, it's very important that this is subject to the needs and to the investment goals that you established yourself when you started in the stock market or when you started investing. For some of us here in LeonCo, it's an 8-year plan, but for others, it could be a 10, it could be a 15, a 12-year plan. Maybe it could be even shorter. It all depends on the goals that you set for your investment strategies, for your investment habits. And this is very important to take into consideration because this is not just a set in stone 8-year plan. Throughout the process of you developing your investments, you developing and achieving your goals throughout your 8-year plan, this could be extended or this could be shortened. Us personally here in LeonCo, we like to develop plans, and later when we're in the end set of the plan, we start developing a new and we continue on with this process. So this is not a set in stone plan that after these 8 years, for some of us here in LeonCo, we will stop investing in the stock market. On the contrary, this will give us a bigger step to have bigger positions in the stock market, to be able to have that wealth or have that power of acquisition so we can start investing in other sectors. So take this in mind and remember that this is what is working for us. When we share this information with you guys, we just want you to have points of reference that you can use. You can mix and match from different places, from things that you read, from things that you heard, or from your own experiences that can adjust to the needs and all the goals that you have established in your investment. So let's jump right to it after this. So one of the main things that we do is, if you followed our 3 steps of investing in our last video or our previous video, since you already know the amount of money that you're willing to invest, you have your anchor company and you have developed your portfolio around that anchor company. One of the things that you need to do is start establishing goals that you want to set yearly. And yes, this is very important. Establish yourself goals that you want to accomplish yearly, because this will give you that motivation year after year about setting stuff and achieving the things that you have set yourself into. The best tool is something very simple that we want to share with you guys, and it's this. It's a simple piece of paper. Sorry, we had it backwards. It's a simple piece of paper, and what does this paper have? On this side of the paper, it has the names of the company that we are investing in the stock market. And after that, we have small boxes. And what do those boxes mean? Those boxes means shares of stock that we want to buy of those companies. And why is this so simple and why is this so powerful? Well, just one piece of paper written with pen, with a pencil, with a marker will help you define clearly your goal. And how do we do this? Here in LeonCo, we established this method about duplicating your position in the stock market. And how do we do this? Well, after you develop your portfolio, after you have the stocks or the companies that you want to invest in, we want you to set sit down with a piece of paper and write down how many stocks do I want to have for these companies in my first year. And keep in mind that this is something very important that you need to do, but it's something that you need to do responsibly. And why do we say this? Because you need to be adjusted with the reality of your income and the reality of the amount of money that you're going to invest in the stock market weekly or monthly. Because if you're a person that only just has one stream of income, you work in a company, you have this steady salary, and you determine the amount of money that you're investing monthly, don't go too far ahead or don't go over your head on establishing gigantic goals for your first year and find yourself frustrated because you can't accomplish those goals. So keep in mind to be very realistic, be very real on those set of goals that you want to achieve, because being very smart and being very real on the first couple of goals that you set will set you up for success in the future, because you will create that discipline that you need for harder goals in the future. So saying that, what do we mean? Let's give a quick example. Let's say you want to invest in the Disney company. You want to invest in the Disney company, and in your first year you want to have 5 or 10 stocks. Let's say 10 stocks of the Disney company. So how does it work for our 8-year plan for duplicating our position in the market? Well, in your first year, you'll have 10 stocks. You want to have 10 stocks of the Disney company. In your second year, you want to duplicate your position. So you will buy 10 stocks again to have 20. On your first year, you had 10. On your second year, you have 20. If you notice, in your first and your second year, you will be buying the same amount of stocks of each company that you have. But later, after your third year, that's when things are going to start to roll over. And what do we mean by this? In your first year, you bought 10. In your second year, you bought 10 to have a 20 stock position in the company, but later on your third year you'll have to buy 20 to duplicate that position to have 40 stocks on the company, and so on and so forth, because this will help you this will help you see how much you've been growing in the stock market in a pace that is steady and in a pace that is obtainable for you. This is something just as simple as having the discipline, seeing in the long run, and being consistent with your investment. One of the things that I do personally with this goal is every time I start a year, I write my goals for the year and I put them in my bedroom door, because this helps me keep myself motivated. I see them every day, I see how far I've come, and I see how much I need to start moving and be disciplined to reach my goals. This is an auto motivation for me, and I'm pretty sure that if you try this, if you put it in your door, if you put it in your bathroom mirror, if you put it maybe even in your car, that you can see this every day, this will keep you motivated. I know some people like to do them on notebooks because they have lots of financial plans, but you can do it however you like. The important is to start writing it down, start checking those boxes off, but I can promise you that if you start doing this, your financial goals, whatever it is, you will be highly motivated, you will have the discipline because you will be seeing your goals being achieved right in front of your eyes. So I hope you guys like this video. I hope you guys did find this useful. On our next week's video, we want to share even more information on how we work on the stock market, so stay tuned. But please guys, I hope you guys are staying safe, are staying healthy, and always remember to have that king mentality.